Let's take a couple of minutes and we're going to walk through the Bluetooth settings on Pioneer's FH-X731BT. Even though your particular in-dash receiver may or may not have a CD slot across the top like this one, the on-screen and button operation is identical for the following Pioneer models: FH-X730BS, FH-X731BT, FH-X830BHS, and MVH-X690BS. So right now I have the head unit switched on. I'm on the AM/FM radio source, and I can see that I have a phone connected here because I have the Bluetooth logos in the screen. And if I touch the telephone button, this tells me the currently connected phones. And it brings up my phone menu. Now, if I roll through the phone menu here, we want to get to the Bluetooth settings. Here's the Bluetooth settings, and we'll press enter. First thing we see is the device list, so let's open the device list. And here we can see the phones that have been paired to this device. And so right now I have an iPhone 5 and the Nexus 5 or the paired devices. Now if I want to make one of these the active phone, press in on the volume control, and this will make it the active phone or the background phone that's operating. We'll go back and roll over to the next setting, which is delete device. So you can have up to 5 devices paired to this in-dash receiver, and once those are paired, 1 or 2 of them can be actively connected. 1 or 2 can be actively connected. If you need to delete a device to just erase some of them out of the system, this is where you'll do that. And we'll open this up, and here are our 2 phones that have been paired. We are going to get rid of this one. So confirm, yes, delete that, and that phone will be deleted from the system. Let's roll over to the next setting, which is auto connection on. Now what this means is that I have paired my Nexus phone here, and it is actively connected. I go for a drive and stop the vehicle. When I come back to the vehicle and restart it, the in-dash receiver and the phone will automatically find one another and repair and reconnect. Now, I can choose to switch this off if I want to, but that means you're going to have to manually connect your phone when you come back to your vehicle. Most people want to keep the auto connection system switched on. We'll roll over to the next setting here, which is visibility for the in-dash receiver. Make sure that visibility is switched on when you are trying to pair your phone to the receiver so your phone can find the receiver. Also, this is important for the auto connection setting to have the visibility of the in-dash receiver on so phones can see the receiver. Next is the PIN code. Now most modern phones will not require a PIN code. We generate a pairing code that we can compare on the phone to the in-dash receiver and make sure they're the same before we pair them, but that's not a PIN code. A PIN code is a security code. If we open this, we can see the default PIN code here is 0000. Most modern phones won't need this, but if your phone does, this is the default, and you can change that if you'd like to. Next up is our device info, and if we press in here, we can see the model number. This is FH-X731BT. Your particular model number may be a little different, and if we give this a turn, we can see the Bluetooth address for this particular in-dash receiver. We'll go back here and roll over to the next setting, which is guest mode, which is right now switched on, and we can also choose to switch it off. Now guest mode means that we can have up to 5 devices paired to the in-dash receiver. Any 2 can be active. So with guest mode on, when you try to pair that 6th device, it takes you right to the delete device. You choose the one you want to delete and get rid of it, and it makes room for the new device that you're trying to connect. You can choose to switch guest mode on or off. If you choose off, you'll need to manually go into the delete device setting to get rid of to make a spot for the new device you're trying to connect. But right now, we're going to leave guest mode switched on. We'll roll over to next one. Next is auto pairing, and this is for iPhones. For selected iPhones and selected versions of iOS, when you plug your phone in through USB, it can also automatically pair through Bluetooth. Now this again will work for selected iPhones with selected versions of iOS. We'll roll on to the next setting, which brings us back around to our device list. When you're done making these settings, you can press the Go Back button to escape.